Howdy everybody. Another update. Start off real quick. I realized I didn't show the air compressor running in the last video. But here it is all tucked away with the fan. And you can watch when I flip this on, the motor runs, the fan will run. And it's actually pretty quiet. If I'm over at my workshop, my workbench, it's really not that loud. The belts are slightly different lengths. That's why you see one of them sort of flopping. And the other one is about as stable as it's gonna get. But really it's pretty good. Blows the better dead than red flag around a little bit. All my flags actually blow in the wind. Those are from the heater, and those are from the air compressor. But it's actually not that loud. And that drain, for how long it is, it's not that there's anything wrong with the actual, and see the fan stops spinning, which is perfect. And I have it set to about 133 psi right now. Right about there, so at 130 actually at the regulator, or yeah, at the actual regulator. The reason I have it set, it can go to 145. The whole system is rated to go to 145, but this valve is a little weak and it keeps opening up. And the reason it takes so long to drain is because it has to drain the whole cooler in both lines. But even after it's been running, like from 0 psi all the way to 130, this side of the cooler is still pretty cool. I can just sit here and hold on to this line, but this line is already hot. Like, I can't hang on to it, but this line just stays ice cold, which is perfect, because not only do you have the cooler cooling here, but you have the wind generated by the pulley air cooling right here. It does get a little close to the head, but not enough to actually do anything. So I have nice cool air going into the tank, and I haven't noticed any water droplets in these. So that setup, 80 bucks, dry air. Fantastic. We'll see how well it holds up when we paint and run air tools all day and stuff like that. Taurus is just getting an oil change and some cut to fit floor mats. Yes. But the other update, you'll see some insulation. So when I start, I don't have any yet. It's all at the house because I couldn't have it freeze. Bondo, epoxy primer, paints, things like that. I've had my aerosol cans, and keeping them in freezing temperatures really isn't the best. It doesn't ever freeze here at the shop. I think it gets down to about 40 degrees, which is fine. But I decided I wanted to upgrade. So I usually kept all of my paints in this large cabinet, my buffers and things. But I switched that. So this is now the parts cabinet. We have towing on the bottom, exhaust, and belts, motorcycles, carburetors, miscellaneous car parts, and parts in general. So nothing new here, except for just switching containers. Yeah, little extra space for things. Not really though. The only reason is because I fit more. None of the exhaust stuff was in the smaller cabinet, so I was able to fit more. Took the space up right away. That's fine. The real upgrade is in this cabinet. We have insulated it roughly. It's an okay insulation job. The glue I bought wasn't the best, and then we've insulated every single shelf, except for the top, and we've added
a little $20 space heater, which actually has tip over protection. It has an overheating sensor in it, so it can never run super too hot. It has an adjustable thermostat, so you get it up to where you want it, and then you turn the thermostat down until it shuts off, and it sets the temperature. So I think it's about 65 degrees, and we have it set to economy mode, so it will run at the most efficient to maintain a temperature. But the shelves are a little warm, the cans are a little warm to the touch, just barely a little warm to the touch. And the heater, of course, is placed at the bottom because heat rises. We have a hole drill for the cords, and then we also have, you can see how the light shuts off. That's the tip over protection. And then behind there we have a bunch of holes for the intake fan. And it has been kicking on. I have felt it. The grate's been a little warm, so it's been kicking on and off. And I didn't glue any of the sides because I didn't have to. I cut little slits in them and hooked them on to where the shelves go. So I mean, it's $40 of insulation sitting here, I think. I had some, the bottom shelf, I had some left over. But everything except the bottom shelf, I spent like $40 on the insulation, $4 on a tube of glue. I thought I was going to do a lot more gluing, so I bought 2 of them. $20 on the space heater, so got the cabinet for free, and then I stuck about $60 into it. So for $60, I have a heated paint cabinet, which isn't bad at all. Yeah, not bad at all. And it has a functioning latch too, and this lock does work, but I just don't have a key for it, which is why they added this. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. And now I have to do some rearranging, but I figured with the heater on the bottom, I want to have as many of the things that need to be heated closer to the heater. So we're gonna have all my adhesives and aerosols and strippers, all that on the first shelf. And then this shelf, I want to make my primers, my Bondo, and all that. Then we have the polishers and whatever. It doesn't matter. And I don't want to, I'm not setting anything right there, so you lose a little bit of space. But I think I'm going to weld in, I'm going to put a steel rod here and have it come out to here, and then have it go in and build a little cage to keep things off of it. So I could still set something here and set something here if I wanted to. Something doesn't matter if it gets too hot or not. But yeah, that has been what I did this afternoon, was get that done. And it went pretty well, actually. Turned out pretty nice. And that's about it for the shop so far. Just rearranging things. I wanted to get that workbench cleared off today. Did not get to that. Woke up late. Was a little lazy. But still had somewhat of a productive day. So tomorrow hopefully will be even more productive. But yeah, that's about it. Air compressor's doing well. And a heated paint cabinet.